I looked into, I had some friends that were nurses, and they talked about how good our field respiratory care was and how high the demand was, and so I felt it was a good field to research, and she hooked me up with a couple of respiratory care people I spoke with, and they had nothing but positive things to say about their jobs.
My father actually told me that I should come to Hudson Valley because he has some people at Lincoln Hospital in the Bronx that came from there, and they're really good therapists. They get a lot of good clinical time, and it's very intensive, so that's why I'm here now.
What makes it special partly is the way our setup is for the curriculum. The first year you're here doing your liberal arts and sciences and your competencies in the lab. The second year, when you're in the hospital 4 days a week, 8 hours a day, and you're concentrating in a 4-week period in each different area that you may work in, that really is like a year of working full-time. Different than many other programs where you just do 1 or 2 clinical days a week over a 2-year period. We concentrate our clinical in the second year. That way the students have had the background that they need and have demonstrated competency in the lab before they go to the hospital, so that when they do get to the hospital, it's all hands-on.
These past 4 weeks I was actually in a floor rotation, and pretty much everything they taught us in the first semester I did in probably my first week. You know, from intubations to, you know, transportations. And the faculty's been great. You know, the preceptors have all been great. You know, they explained everything to me and let me try everything.
The pressure out here is something, and the pressure in my lung, I have to make it negative, right? For air to go from out here to in here. How do I make the pressure in my lung space negative?
The first year was great. It's a lot of good classes, your core classes with anatomy and physiology. And it's great to get to the second year because that's when the hands-on comes in. And when I was in business school, you know, you don't get that hands-on. You know, it's all textbook, and you get out in the real world, and I guess that's your learning case. But it's really cool to take the practical skills that you've learned and put them to use.
After graduating from the Hudson Valley Respiratory Care Program, I feel that I'm well prepared to go into any type of field that I choose, whether it's sales, management, home care setting, hospital, manufacturers as a clinical representative for them. You can even do research for them. And again, the strong science background, anatomy and physiology background, and equipment background, combine that with your clinical expertise that you get from there, you can write your own ticket for anything in the future you want to do.
And what's our compression ventilation ratio we're using?
3.
I want to be a traveling RT, a respiratory therapist, so that takes a year of basically clinical work, and then from there you can travel the whole United States. And after that, hopefully, if I'm still interested, I want to go to med school and become a pulmonologist.
The respiratory care program is 75 credits, 2 years long, including a summer semester. So it's actually 5 full semesters to complete the program. The first semester is liberal arts and science courses, anatomy and physiology, physics, chemistry, composition, and psychology. The second semester is where you get into the core respiratory classes, where you actually have competency testing before you go into the hospital. And the second year of the program is actually 4 days a week, 8 hours a day of clinical exposure in the various areas that you might work as a respiratory therapist upon graduation. The program is difficult. The prerequisites for the program are biology and chemistry from high school with an 85 or higher class average, or if you live in New York State and have taken the Regents, a 75 or higher on the Regents is acceptable. That holds true for the math requirements. We need 2 units of academic math from high school with the same grade averages that I just discussed.
They know it's tough. They make it tough for a reason so that when you come out, you're ready to go. But it's also something the employers look for. They see Hudson Valley Respiratory Care graduate next to your name on a resume. That says a lot because they know you can come right in, you're ready to work, you've got the strong academic requirements, you have a full year of clinical experience under your belt. They can pretty much just plug you right into a job and you're ready to go. I wanted to look down the road, and again, a lot of 18-year-old kids aren't looking 10 years down the road, but I said, 10 years, I want to be making, good money. I want to have every opportunity that I can, and like I said, this program is, there's nothing more I could have asked for. I mean, I have no limitations. Anything I wanted to do, I've been able to do it from graduating from that program.